Hold on just a minute. I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now and really listen closer, because what I'm fixing to share wasn't meant for just anybody. This message was sealed up tight and sent straight to you, not the person sitting next to you, not some stranger who might stumble on this by chance tomorrow, but to you right here, right now, in this very moment of your life. Jesus looked me in the eye and said, "Michael, go to them. Go now. Don't wait," he said. "They're standing on the edge of something they can't see yet, and if they don't hear this tonight, the enemy's going to snatch away what I've already prepared." So here I am. I'm Michael. I stand before the Most High, carrying a sword of fire that's never tasted defeat. But tonight I ain't here to fight. I'm here to speak. I'm here 'cause the one who loves you more than words can say told me you're ready. Ready to hear what's been hidden, ready to receive what's been delayed, and ready to step into a season where every tear you've shed will be worth it. Don't scroll past this. I know you're tired. I know a part of you just wants to shut this off and crawl back into bed. But heaven don't work by accident. The fact that this found you right now with that heavy weight on your chest, that's God's own signature. He set up this moment, just like he sets the stars in the sky. Nothing's random. So stay a little while, give me your heart for these next few minutes, and I promise you, by the authority of the throne I serve, your life won't ever be the same after this. I know what you've been carrying. I've watched you, not from afar, but closer than you reckon. I've stood right at the foot of your bed on those nights when sleep wouldn't come, when your mind replayed every failure, every hurtful word, every cut so deep it still aches today. I've seen you cry in the shower so no one would hear. I've seen you smile in front of folks while your soul screamed silently for help. You think no one notices. You think you're invisible, that your pain's yours alone 'cause every time you tried to share it, folks just didn't get it or made it worse. But listen here. God sees every tear that falls when the lights go out. He gathers them up, holds them close, and he told me to tell you not a single one's wasted. That weariness you feel, it's real, it ain't weakness. It's the battle scars from fights most folks don't even know you're in. You've been holding your family together, your faith together, holding yourself together by the thinnest thread of hope that maybe, just maybe, things'll change. And I'm here to tell you that change has already started. You can't see it yet, 'cause it's working in the unseen, like dawn creeping in long before the sun breaks the horizon. But it's coming, and it's yours. That loneliness you felt, that deep-down feeling like you don't belong anywhere, always on the outside looking in, that ain't no curse. It's a mark. The mark of someone who was never meant to fit in 'cause they were made to stand out. God don't mass-produce his chosen. He handcrafts them. And that process? Painful, lonely, and slow, slower than you want it to be. But the ending? Something the world's never seen before. And you're that something. Now let me tell you something that'll change the way you see yourself forever. Before you took your very first breath, before your mama even knew you were there, your name was spoken in heaven's throne room. It echoed off walls made of light. Angels stopped what they were doing just to listen, 'cause when God speaks a name with that kind of purpose, that means a mission's been born. You weren't no accident. You weren't a backup plan. You sure weren't a consolation prize for something better that fell through. You were the plan. The original, one-of-a-kind, non-negotiable plan. God looked across all time, every generation, every soul ever gonna breathe, and he chose this moment for you. This era, this struggle, this exact set of circumstances, 'cause he knew only you could carry what he needs carried into this season of the earth. You ain't just a believer. You're a carrier. You carry a kind of faith that shakes the darkness just by being. You carry a grace that heals folks around you without them knowing why they feel better. You carry a calling so dangerous to the enemy's kingdom, they've sent forces to slow you down, wear you out, make you think you're ordinary. But you ain't ordinary. Never were. And that's why the attacks have been so fierce. Let me pull back the curtain on something the enemy don't want you to know. The resistance you're feeling, the doors slamming shut, the broken relationships, the money troubles, those health issues that came out of nowhere, the confusion, the anxiety, the waves of hopelessness that crash over you without warning. None of that's by accident. It's all strategic. A coordinated assault meant to make you quit just before your breakthrough. The enemy don't waste his ammo on folks who ain't a threat. He don't bring his best tactics against someone who don't matter. The fact that you're under siege, That's the highest compliment hell's ever given you. It means you're close. Means what God put inside you is about to come alive, and the darkness is terrified. They've seen what happens when someone like you wakes up fully. They've seen the blueprints in heaven. They've seen the lives you're going to touch, the generational curses you'll break, the souls you'll pull out of darkness just by telling your story. And they're fighting tooth and nail to stop it. But here's what they didn't count on. They didn't count on tonight. They didn't count on this message reaching you right when your faith was hanging by a thread. They didn't count on me showing up with a word straight from Jesus' mouth that'll reignite everything they tried to snuff out. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still listening. And that means they've already lost. Now lean in close, because this next part's for those of you who feel there's a deeper war over your life, but never had nobody explain the rules. Most folks walk through spiritual battles blind. They feel the blows but don't know where they're coming from. They pray but don't know how to use the authority heaven's already given them. And that's how the enemy wants it. There's a guide, a sacred text called The 7 Swords of St. Michael the Archangel, the sacred guide to breaking curses, sealing blessings, and activating the calling of the chosen. It was written for folks just like you. Folks who know they're under attack but never had the weapons to fight back with real power. This ain't no devotional telling you to just have faith and wait. This is a manual for war. It teaches you how to use each of the 7 swords against the very attacks you're facing right now. The link's at the top of the comments, pinned first. They tried to bury this info because it breaks down the lies that have kept God's chosen ones passive and defeated for far too long. Go on now, download it and write in the comments, "I'm chosen and I will download the sacred guide." That act of obeying right there, that's the first swing of your sword. Now come back here and listen close, because the good Lord ain't done speaking yet. What's coming next? Well, it's going to answer all them questions you've been asking him for months. Now hear me out, because I want to help you rewrite the story you've been telling yourself about your past. Every delay you went through, that wasn't punishment, no sir. That was protection. Every door that slammed in your face, that wasn't rejection. That was redirection. God's been moving pieces on a board you can't even see, and every move he made, even the ones that hurt, was to put you right where you need to be for what's about to come. That relationship that ended and left you feeling broken? God took that person out because they weren't meant to walk with the new you that's rising up. They'd have held you down, made you shrink to fit their comfort zone, and you, darling, you were never made to shrink. That job you lost, that chance that slipped through your fingers, that investment that failed, God was clearing the runway. You can't take off with clutter blocking your path. He wasn't punishing your faith. He was honoring it, saying, "I know you can handle this loss because I'm about to give you something so much bigger, you'll forget the pain of what I took away." Them seasons of waiting, they weren't empty. They were full of invisible building. God was building up your character, your grit, your kindness, your wisdom. He was taking out the poison from your heart that would have spoiled the blessing if it came too soon. You weren't ready back then, but you're ready now, and how do I know? Because you're still standing after every storm that tried to knock you down. Lesser folks would have walked away from their faith. Lesser spirits would have cursed God and given up. But not you. You held on with hands bleeding and a heart broke, and heaven watched in awe. The angels whispered about your faithfulness, saying, "Look at that one. Look at how they keep on." And God smiled, because he knows the one who holds on to the end is the one who inherits it all. Now close your eyes for a moment and see what I see when I look at your future. I've been to the throne room, seen the scrolls with your name on them, and what's written there makes me tremble with joy for you. I see provision coming that don't follow this world's logic. Financial doors opening without you even knocking. Blessings coming from places you never dreamed of. Debts disappearing in ways that'll leave your accountant scratching their head. I see your health being restored. Not slow, not gradual, but sudden. Like the healings in the old days, with just a word, a touch, a miracle that leaves doctors searching for answers they'll never find. I see your family mended. That person you've been praying for. The one drifting so far from God you almost lost hope. I see 'em on their knees, tears running down their face, calling your name, saying you were right all along. I see your sleep coming back deep and peaceful, full of dreams carrying heaven's instructions. I see laughter filling your home, the kind that starts deep in the belly and spills over every room. I see you waking up with a heart full of hope, not dread, because you finally believe good things are on their way. I see your purpose clearing up like fog lifting off a mountain, revealing a path you always knew was there but couldn't see. I see the right folks coming to you, people who carry fire in their bones, folks who will lock arms with you and build something that lasts long after we're gone. I see legacy. I see blessings that'll run through generations. Your children and their children walking in a power born right here, right now, on this very night, when you chose to keep believing. And listen, this ain't just wishful thinking or pretty words. This is the very will of the living God spoken through me, his messenger, his warrior, his archangel, who's never once delivered a word that didn't come true. What I'm telling you is gonna happen. The only question is, will you get yourself ready to receive it? And getting ready starts with knowing the spiritual weapons you already got. I told you about the 7 swords of St. Michael the Archangel, the sacred guide to breaking curses, sealing blessings, and activating the calling of the chosen. And I'm bringing it up again, 'cause this ain't no suggestion. This is an instruction straight from the one who sent me. You gotta know how to guard what's coming to you, 'cause the enemy's gonna try to snatch it the moment it shows up. He always does. The blessing comes, and so does the fight against it, and so does. But when you know how to wield those 7 swords, when you know the prayers, the decrees, and the spiritual postures that lock down a blessing so no devil in hell can touch it, you become untouchable. Not because of your own muscle, but because of the ancient power flowing through those weapons. The link's pinned at the top of the comments. Go on now, download it. Then come back and comment, "I am chosen and I will download the sacred guide." There's been forces trying to hide this teaching, trying to keep it from God's chosen. The fact you're seeing it right now means they failed. Don't let this moment slip away. Download it, come back, because the revelation ain't finished yet. Now I want to talk to the part of you that's been struggling to let go. I know it's tough. Every time life knocked you down, you grabbed tighter, tried to control more, trusted less. I get it. When folks fail you over and over, when life betrays you time and again, it feels safer to hold on tight and never let go, 'cause letting go feels like falling. But listen close to what God's saying to you right now. Give it to me. Give me that worry. Give me that plan you keep rearranging at 3 a.m. Give me that relationship you're trying to force to work. Give me your fears about your children. Give me your money worries. Give me your bitterness about the one who hurt you. Give it all to me, 'cause your hands weren't made to carry those burdens. Your hands were made to worship, they were made to build, they were made to hold the ones you love. But they can't do none of that if they're full of the burdens that belong to me. Rest now. Not the kind of rest the world sells, vacations, distractions, drowning pain in noise, but sacred rest. The kind that comes when you truly, deep down, believe that the God who hung the stars and calls each one by name can handle your problems. He don't need your help. He don't need you to figure it out. He just wants you to be still and know He's God. So tonight, before you close your eyes, I want you to whisper these words. I let go. I trust you. I release my grip on everything I've been holding and place it in your hands, 'cause your hands never drop a thing. And as you let go, remember who you are. Not what the world says, not what your failures say. Not that voice in your head at 2 a.m. when the darkness is thick and your guard is down. Remember who God says you are. You're royalty. You're a child of the Most High King, and that ain't just talk, that's your true spiritual identity. You carry heaven's bloodline right in your veins. Now listen here, you're got an inheritance that ain't measured by no earthly standards. It's got peace that don't make no sense, joy that ain't tied to what's happening around you, love that never runs dry, and a power strong enough to send demons running every time you step in a room. You ain't no victim, no sir. You ain't defined by what folks done to you, but by what was done for you. And let me tell you, that cost was mighty high, so big and generous that even heaven held its breath in awe when the price was paid. You were bought with the blood of the Son of God. That right there is your worth, your true value. And no failure, no rejection, no mistake, no sin, nor no lie from the enemy can take even a smidge off that value. You are priceless, you are irreplaceable, and you are loved with a fierce, relentless love that crossed the gap between heaven and earth, life and death, the infinite and the finite, just to reach you, just to find you, just to bring you home. Now let me paint y'all a picture of what's coming your way. Don't take this as some far-off dream, but as a real thing already taken shape in the spirit world. In this next season, you're fixing to see a change so big, folks won't even recognize your life. That dry spell you've been in? It's getting replaced by overflow, not just enough to get by, but more than enough, so much it spills over to everyone around you. You're going to pay your bills without worry. You'll give freely without fear, gnawing at your heart. You'll look at your bank account and feel peace, not panic. But it ain't just about money. Your mind's going to clear up like a morning sky after a storm. That fog of confusion that's been clouding your choices, it's going to lift, and you'll see your path with such clarity, it'll take your breath away. You'll know what to do, who to trust, and where to head next. Every step you take will feel guided by an invisible hand, 'cause it is. Your relationships? They're fixing to change too. Toxic folks will drift off easy, no fuss, no fights, like them old leaves falling in autumn to make way for new growth. And the new people coming into your life, they'll carry that same fire you got. They'll speak life into you, not drain it. They'll cheer your wins instead of competing. They'll pray for you when you're low and celebrate with you when you're strong. I see you walking into rooms carrying an authority you didn't have to make up yourself. Folks will listen when you speak. Doors will swing open when you show up. Favor will stick to you like a shadow, 'cause the hand of God is on your life, and folks around you will feel it even if they can't rightly say why. Now I'm bringing you to the edge of something holy. What you just heard ain't no entertainment or just some words. It's a covenant moment. God reached through time, space, screens, and algorithms to find you tonight. And He's asking you to answer. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but now. 'Cause that window of divine alignment ain't gonna stay open forever. I speak over you now with all the power of heaven behind me. Every curse spoken against you, broken. Every chain holding your destiny, shattered. Every lie saying you ain't enough, silenced. I seal this moment with the fire of the living God. I seal your health, your mind, your family, your finances, your calling, and I decree that from this night forward, nothing the enemy throws at you will stand, not his attacks, whispers, nor schemes. They'll crumble to dust at your feet, 'cause you're shielded by the Most High and guarded by heaven's armies. And I tell you one last time, because it's more important than you know, the 7 swords of St. Michael the Archangel, the sacred guide to breaking curses, sealing blessings, and activating the calling of the chosen, it's waiting for you. It's pinned right up top in the comments. This is your sword, this is your shield. This is the knowledge the enemy prayed you'd never find. Download it now and say, I am chosen, and I will download the sacred guide. Let that declaration ring out in the spirit realm, and let every demon tied to your bloodline hear it and shake. You ain't the same person you were when this message started. Something shifted inside you. Something woke up. Something ancient, powerful, and unstoppable has been lit up, and there's no turning back now. Go in the power of the Most High. Go in the fire of the Holy Spirit. Go knowing Michael stands at your right hand and the armies of heaven marching behind you. Your time has come. Your season's arrived, and everything God promised you is moving now. Receive it, believe it, walk in it. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are loved beyond measure. And nothing in heaven, on earth, or under the earth can ever change that.